Welcome to another day, viewer. I want to thank God for another chance that we have today to come and attempt to past questions again. Welcome you to this special edition because it promises to be a very interesting one, where we find ourselves now to answer another year. There are multiple questions in technical drawing, May-June. All right. Today's question, or rather, objective question that we'll be answering comes from 2014 May-June WAEC-exam. And as it stands now, I believe that what we're going to be going through today will be very interesting. So we will be seeing new questions and also we'll be seeing older ones repeating themselves. Please, before we proceed, I want to invite you to like the channel, share the video for others to also reach it, and then click the notification button so that you can always get updates whenever I release new video. Alright? At the same time, make your comments to encourage us. The more, tell us also how we are not getting it right. Criticism is required. It makes us to get it better. Even as we go into this, continue to render this service for the betterment of our students in secondary schools. Alright, so in this particular edition, we are also going to see tricks and other things. And I want to remind you that there are questions already in this channel, which you can see. You can connect it through the channel, through where you've seen this, the YouTube channel that covers the year 2015 through to 2020 as questions. We have already covered those solution sets in objective format. That's a multiple choice questions. So you can always visit that, or just in the website you see there, the blog page, you see the area, we have all these things compiled together in those places. Therefore, I advise you to visit those places so you can be able to get other years, questions from other years to update and improve your library and knowledge. Having said this, I want to welcome you to this edition of the answering of past question paper in technical drawing. Now, today's question will begin. Like we are saying, we've seen this on the screen. Whenever you want to start answering questions in WAEC, what you have just seen on the screen will be one of the things you see on the front page, just as this, things like this here. That's the first thing you will see in the front page on that place. When we moment there, you get the instructions on how you're going to answer the questions. At this moment, we are going to begin now. Section A requires that you answer all the questions in this section, and it has 30 questions that involve all the other general areas in technical drawing and all the geometries and whatever, but general knowledge in technical drawing. So in this case, you may not encounter a little bit more difficult questions. However, you will also see some tricky questions that require good knowledge of technical drawing to answer them. All right, in section B, I shall inform you what you're going to get when we get to that place. Question number 1. Which of the following rectangles is correctly dimensioned? This question has been occurring repeatedly. The answer to this particular question is C. Yes, the answer is C. And the simple reason is this. In leveling on dimensioning of things, it's required that if the line, the lettering, the alphabet, the number or whatever that is done should be placed above the dimension line like this one, or written from the left-hand side as it is written here. But if you check the other ones, they broke these particular rules. Not all of them, none of them fulfill these two important rules. Every other one, we are written falsely. So the correct answer here is what? C. The figure below shows the type of scale. Use it to answer questions 2 and 3. Now, the figure, you can see the diagram here. Now, the number 2 says, ask, the scale shown below is what? The answer is A. Diagonal, a diagonal scale is a diagonal scale because of the lines and diagonal pattern. This scale is normally called diagonal. Once you remove these diagonal lines, it becomes flip scale. So the correct answer is A. Number 3. What are the minimum and maximum measurements obtainable on the scale? The answer is what? Is D. Is D. And the reading is taken from here. The minimum measurement is this 1 millimeter, 0.01 millimeters that we have here. Meters, be careful because it's not millimeters. Each of these things are broken down values. If this one is in meter, then this particular one is in decimeter, and the other one is in centimeter. That is what we have in this place. And that is why you can see they give 0.01 meters, because we have 1 meter is the same as 100 centimeters. Take note of that. So the answer here is what? D. Question number 4. A pair of compass only cannot be used to construct. All these things given in the option can be constructed using the pair of compass except C. The answer is C. Question number 5. The triangle PQR is what? If you go to mathematics, you can get the answer for this from there. Whenever a triangle is drawn so that one of the sides passes through the center of the circle, and then one of the touches the circumference of the circle, what you produce there is a right angle triangle. The answer is what? G. Question number 6. Which of the following quadrilaterals has 4 unequal sides and angles? The answer is C. Delta is the quadrilateral that has all the sides are not equal and the internal angles are not equal. Number 7. The figure below shows the construction of an, the answer is ascribed circle. Ascribed. The answer is the circle is drawn outside the triangle. It's an ascribed circle. Question number 8. Which of the following pair of triangles? There are 2 triangles we look at it because they are required. Shown, okay. Pair of triangles shown in the figure below is equal in area to the triangle PQR. Get note of this. If 2 or more triangles must be equal in area, there are 2 things you should look out for. Number 1, they should have the same base. Number 2, they should have the same height. Now in this diagram, for this line and this line to be parallel means the triangles already have the same height. So let's check out other triangles that have the same base here. Since it is PQR, which is PQR here, then check out for other triangles. You can see this triangle have the same base with it and the same height, and the other triangle have the same base with it and the same height. So the correct answer in this particular one is what? B. B is the correct answer. Number 9. The ratio of the distance of a point from the locus, focus, and directrix of a parabola is 4. Eccentricity is the answer. That's the ratio. Eccentricity is the answer. Number 10. Which of the following is the view marked X in the first angle projection of the box above? All right, the answer is this. The answer is B. Of course, when you view from this side, this line is going to become this second hole, which is this particular hole here. This hole will become a vertical line here, and then You are not going to see another except a plain flat surface represented by this particular surface in the plan here. So the answer is what? B. Question 11. The practical application of the hyperbola is what? In practical, hyperbola is used to construct. It's normally used to construct. It's used to construct the headlamp of a car. Parabola actually is also used to construct the same thing. Hyperbola is also used to do the same. The answer is A. Question number 12. The cabinet and cavalier projections are examples of which of the following projections? A. The answer is A. The answer is A, which is oblique. Oblique has two parts, and that is under cavalier and oblique and the cabinet drawing. Number 13. A freehand sketch is a drawing. Is a drawing that is proportional to the object. It's not exactly as the object, but it describes the object. So the correct answer is what? D. Number 14, the development of a closed hexagonal pyramid will contain pyramid hexagonal, meaning it has 6 faces slanted. In this case, therefore, you should expect 6 triangles and then 1 hexagon at the base. It's a pyramid, not prison. Answer is C. Question number 15. The section TUT in the figure below is an example of what? This is the section. It's half section. Full section demands that you cut this thing into 2, but half it this way. Not quarter section. You can write it confuse you. The answer is C. Which of the following types of drawing reveal the internal features of an object? Simple. It is this is sectional drawing. The answer is B. Sectional drawing. That's the only thing I can cut object open to show the internal parts. Question 17. Which of the following is not a locus of a moving point? Which of them is the locus of a moving point? A. The answer is what? Is delta. Delta is just a quadrilateral. Every other thing here can be constructed by the movement of the locus of the moving point. A delta, no, the answer is what? C. Question number 18 and 19 that requires this diagram will need illustration for you to answer the questions accurately. So we are going to recommend you watch the video that follows after now.
Alright, question number 18 and 19. Let's see how these things are answered. They say use the figure below to answer questions 18 and 19. You see, WAEC can be very tricky sometimes. Very tricky. Very tricky because you can see this is what they gave you. This is what the drawing is. But actually, this is actually where the drawing is possible. They didn't show you the square that is inside here, which is required. Because this is one of the general methods for constructing polygons. You see that there is 4 here, and that is formed by crossing the diagonal of the square. The center here means where an object with 4 sides can have its center. The center of this particular hexagon is here 4. While if you look at this particular arc drawn this particular way, it meets here to give you an object that has 6 sides, and that is the hexagon. So if you use this particular center now and draw a circle, you are going to produce a hexagon. Just like when I use this particular center now to draw a circle, this square to touch these 4 corners, to touch it exactly. Do you see what they are doing? Now the middle of it is here. Instead of giving a number here, they used to give, they wrote O here. But the accurate number that's supposed to be here is 5, which is half between 4 and 6. So from here, if you place your pin here, bring your pencil here, that's where the circle, and that's the circle that they drew here. Meaning that with this particular one and this measurement from here to here, if you make it a mark, we are going to have a 5-sided object, which is a pentagon. So they now use it to create a question. When they ask you a question, the line that passes from here to OP, what is it? The answer is pentagon. It is what? D is pentagon. So the correct answer here is D for 18. Then again, they came and asked the question number 19. What is the value of x? You see, the value of x. You see, you remember that this line passes through the center of the what? A 4-sided figure, which is a square. You all know that this center will divide this angle into 2 equal parts. And this angle is already 45 degrees. If you come again, that means from here, from this place down to this particular place is 45 degrees. But the one that the question is the one that passes to give you pentagon, this one. It is more than 45 degrees. We also agree that this one above here cannot be any other thing different. So they now give you answers here, 60. You know that if it is 60 degrees, it's going to give us hexagon. This hexagon that has such can be formed by getting this 60 degree side of. So in this case, the only angle that will meet the requirement for letter x is 54 degrees. So the angle written here x is 54 degrees. The answer is what? B.
Number 20. If the cylinder Y interpenetrates the pool X. Alright, if cylinder Y interpenetrates the pool X as shown below, the curve of interpenetration is what? It is elliptical in nature. The curve will be elliptical in nature. The answer is B. Question number 21. Which of the following represents the plan of the block whose elevation and views are shown below? Alright, and end views are shown below. This is the elevation, this is the end view. In fact, the correct answer is C. This is the correct answer. Once you have a good knowledge of photographic drawing, you know that C is the correct answer. Question 22. Which of the following electrical symbol represents a circuit? The answer to this correct one is also what? C. That's the symbol for what? Electrical circuit. Question 23. The figure below shows the surface development of a truncated words. Alright, truncated, it is not oblique. If anywhere is oblique here, this one and this one are already wrong. It can fall within this and this. But because it is in this format like hand fan, the correct answer is D. Is what? That of right pole. Yes, it is not oblique because the line here is smooth and curved. It is not altered, meaning it cannot be bent. It's when the thing is bent at the bottom, you can see it is oblique. So now the answer is what? B. Number 24, a solid with 4 equilateral triangular faces forward. The answer is B, tetrahedron. The answer is B. Tetrahedron is the correct answer. Number 25. Alright, number 25. 2 views of a block are shown below, above. Which of the following represents the section XX? The correct answer here is B. Yes, if you look at this one, B and C seem to look alike, but if you see the hatching line here, crosses through the circle hole, but here it did not cross, showing that this hole, and the other hole were all open after the section. The correct answer here is what? B. Question 26. In the figure above, the correct view in the direction of the arrow is what? The answer for this particular one is A. The correct answer is what? A. (27) Which of the following views will show the true length of the line which is parallel to the vertical plane and then perpendicular, alright, inclined to the horizontal plane? In fact, for you to understand this question, I need to illustrate it. So check out the video that follows for you to be able to answer this question accurately.
Now, question number 27 says, which of the following views will show the true length of the line which is parallel to the vertical plane and inclined to the horizontal plane? This question is from the topic titled Line in Space. Now, let me illustrate to you what I mean. This stick represents a horizontal straight line hanging between space. The roof is a space, ground is a space, wall is a space, the other wall there is a space. Each of these spaces, they are faces. Ground is a face, roof is a face. Call it plane. This wall is a plane, the other wall is a plane, everything is a plane. But the gap between them, the wide S between them is the space. So this particular line, this stick represents the line hanging between these spaces created by these 6 boundaries. Are you getting me? Now, what they are saying next is, which of the faces will produce a shadow of this, and the length of the shadow will have the same length as this particular stick. That is what they mean by true length. Shadow, that means the image of this, when cast on any of the faces, will produce the same length as that of this one, not fake length. Now, they describe the way this stick is hanging between these two. They choose only two faces, a vertical face and a horizontal face. Imagine for. I hope you know that this vertical is like this. If I place this stick like this, it is parallel to this. At the same time, the stick is parallel horizontal to the surface of the ground. Do you agree with that? Very good. Now, let us say as it is like this, still parallel to it. If I turn it like this now, you will still agree with me, it is still parallel to this. But as far as ground is concerned, this stick is no more parallel with the ground. If you are to go up and flash torchlight on this, the shadow you are going to cast on the ground from this particular stick will be shorter because you have inclined this stick. And if you stand from there and flash torch against this particular one, the image that this one will still be the same length on this particular plane, just as the length of the stick. That is the sense they are testing for, and that is what they created here. When you flash on the top, the stick is now inclined to this, give us a shorter length PQ. But against the wall, if you flash horizontally against it, the length of this line AB will have the same length as what line image XY. And now they ask which of the plane will produce a true length of the true image. Simple. The one that will give us the true image is the front view, not the plan, not the elevation. By that time that I'm placing it, the vertical one gives you the front view, the horizontal gives you the plan view. So the correct answer for this question number 27 is nothing but what? A. Are you getting it? That's the correct answer.
Question 28. The object below shows the application of the principle of tangency of hand. I think it can be very tricky. These are those tricky questions you have here. The answer is C. An arc to two arcs. It is an arc, one here, and then two arcs here and here. If you are not careful, you'll be confused because of the so many tricky circles curved here and there. Circle is not mentioned in any of these options, so look out for the arc. We have two arcs, 1, 2, and then another arc. The answer is C. Are you getting it? The correct answer is C. Part of an assembly that is represented by short thin lines in an orthographic projection is called what? The answer is A, hidden line, hidden detail. The answer is hidden detail, A. The electrical circuit below shows what? This is question 30. It's made up of three things. We have the switch or socket, we have the capacitor, we now have the bell. So the answer here is B. Section B. I want to welcome you to section B. It has two parts. We're already facing one, the building drawing. And then the second part of it is mechanical drawing. Each of them have 10 questions, beginning from 31, terminate and ending question 30, 40. So the answers for both of them are always correct. Meaning, if number 31 for building drawing is A, the number 31 for machine drawing also be A. If you know these two areas of technical drawing, then this part of the area, this section of the exam, should be like bonus to you. Because any answer you cannot get understanding building drawing, go to machine drawing and clarify your doubts. And you'll be sure to get it. So let's now proceed. 31. How many flights has the staircase shown below? The answer is 1. We only have one flight. One flight means from floor to a height is one flight. If I'm getting bend again, it's 2 flights, 3 flights, 4 flights. So this particular staircase has only one flight, and that is what? A. Thirty-two. Which of the following is not a type of door? The answer is jam. Jam is just a part of a door. The answer is C. Jam is a part of door, not a type of door. The answer is C. Question 33. The electrical symbol shown below represents what? The answer is signal lamp. The signal lamp is B. The answer is what? B. Now, in this particular question, study it very well because we are going to use this same diagram to answer questions 34 to 36. Meaning 3 questions are here. We're already facing 2, so we're going to see the next one later. Now, look at the question. The part level K, and that is this page. The answer to this is balustrade. That protector is called balustrade. B, 35. The part level P, and that is this particular one, is called what? The part level P is the wooden door. It's the wood. It's a wooden door. You can see that. Now, question number 36. Which part of the building, which part can be specified as 1,800 and by 1,900 in glass louver? In fact, by hearing the word glass louver, you know she's talking about window. So the only letter that represents window in that diagram is Q. So the answer is what? C. Now we have another question again that has the diagram where we are going to need to use it to answer 2 questions, 38 and 37 and 38. So 37 says what? The part level X, this one, the answer, what we call this is king post. King what? Is keystone, not king post. It's keystone. The answer is C. 38. What type of arch is shown above? The answer is segmental arch. The answer is segmental arch, which is what B. There are different types of arches. All right. Question 39. The opening where servicemen enter to carry out repair in the building is called what? The answer is manhole. Where servicemen enter to carry out repair in the building is called manhole. Question number 40. The building specification given as 100 by 50 rafter at 50 center describe which of the following part of the building. You can see this kind of thing. In fact, word rafter is only on the roof. That's why you can see the roof. It's on the roof. The answer is D. Now, part 2 of section B, we are into mechanical drawing now. Into mechanical drawing now. Alright, use the figure below to answer question 31 and 32. The type of tool shown in the is what? The answer is hacksaw. The answer is A. Number 32. The part labeled Q is what? It's a wing nut. The part labeled Q here is wing nut. It's a wing nut. The answer is C. 33. The figure below shows a member of an assembly. The numbers 7 indicates what? It's a part number. It is part number. The answer is B. "34. On a machine surface, the symbol represented below is known as what? It is squareness. The squareness of what? Of an object, of the surface. That's what this symbol represents. The squareness of what? Symbol. 35. The figure below shows the convention for representing two things. This one is a shaft, while this one is a what? Bearing. Alright? So it is bearing on shaft. The answer is C. Bearing on shaft. The answer is C. 36. Which of the following is not a part of a screw thread? The only part that is not part of a screw thread is bearing, okay, is what? Shank. It's thread, though. We're not talking about bolt, thread. So this one is not part of it. Shank is not part of it. Of a thread, screw thread. 37. Which of the following profiles is applied to construct a gear? Is involute. The correct answer is what? Involute. C. For constructing a gear profile. It is involute. 38. What type of knot is shown below? The answer is castle knot, which is B. The answer is castle knot. 39. The figure below shows the convention for representing the correct answer. You know, this is a spring, of course, but this particular thing here is represent this one, while this one stops somewhere around. It is torsional string. Torsion, no tension. If it is tension, meaning the one you can drag apart. Torsion is one you can bend, and that is this type of spring. So the answer is what? The answer to this kind of problem is A. Cylindrical torsion spring. That's the answer, which is A. Number 40, what type of section is shown below? Is part. Part or local section. This is it. The answer is B. So this is the correct answer. D is the correct answer. Alright. Having thus answered our question to this particular point of the day, I want to really appreciate you for your time and everything. Once more, I want to say like our channel, share it, make your comments. But to start, we appreciate that. It is a very interesting thing to see it happen. So we will be looking forward to you to also click the notification button and then make this thing go well so that many other persons can be able to contribute. And lastly, I want to say the website, you can see it on the screen. Our website is there where you can get all other past questions that cover from 2015 to 2020 in objective question. Now, some people have been calling requesting for theory and practical. Time shall come, by the time we have finished this other ones, we will look at that one and see how we are going to go about it, because that one is more technical in nature and requires a lot of time for it to be carried out. So I want to thank you for your time. God bless you.
There's the wonder of sunset at evening.